Valentine's Day, a day that either sparks excitement, dread, or total confusion, especially if you're in a situationship. When you're dating someone, but it's not exclusive, Valentine's Day can feel like an emotional minefield. Do you celebrate? Do you ignore it? Should you bring it up or pretend it doesn't exist? These are all valid questions, and today we're going to help you figure it out. Hey, I'm Laura, and welcome back to the Dating Labyrinth, your go-to space for navigating the twists and turns of modern dating. If you're in a situationship and don't know how to handle Valentine's Day, this video is for you. We'll talk about what to do, what not to do, and how to protect your emotions while still making the best of the day. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid game plan, whether you choose to acknowledge Valentine's Day, redefine it, or completely opt out. Let's get into it. A situationship is that murky space between casual dating and a committed relationship. There might be feelings involved, but there's no clear label. Maybe you haven't had the talk, or maybe you're keeping things light and easy. But here's the issue: Valentine's Day is traditionally about defining love and commitment. If you're in a grey area, this holiday has the potential to make things awkward or expose unspoken expectations. Before diving into how to navigate it, let's take a deep breath and set one thing straight. Your worth is not defined by your relationship status or by how someone treats you on February 14th. Whether your situationship survives past Valentine's Day or not, your happiness and self-respect should come first. Step 1. Check in with yourself. Before worrying about what the other person wants, take a moment to ask yourself, what do I want? Do you want to celebrate Valentine's Day with them? Are you okay with keeping things casual, or is this holiday triggering deeper feelings? Would their response or lack of response affect how you feel about this situationship? Be honest. If you're hoping for something more, this is a great time to acknowledge your true feelings. If you're genuinely okay with keeping it light, then you can approach the day without unnecessary pressure. Step 2. Gauge where you stand. Not all situationships are the same. Some lean closer to serious relationships while others are strictly casual. Where does yours fall? If you spend a lot of time together and act like a couple, Valentine's Day might be a good time to check in about where you both stand. If your connection is mostly casual, expecting a big romantic gesture might be setting yourself up for disappointment. If you're unsure, pay attention to how they act leading up to Valentine's Day. Do they bring it up? Do they seem distant? Their behaviour might tell you more than words ever could. Step 3. Decide how to approach it. Once you've checked in with yourself and gauged the situation, you can decide on your next move. Here are 3 ways to handle it. Option 1. Have the conversation. If you feel comfortable and want clarity, bring it up. Keep it light and non-confrontational. Hey, I know Valentine's Day is coming up. No pressure, but I was wondering if we should do something or just treat it like a regular day. This approach puts the ball in their court without making it a high-stakes discussion. Option 2. Keep it low-key. If your situationship is more casual but you still want to acknowledge the day, you can suggest something small and fun without putting too much weight on it. Ideas: grab a drink, watch a comedy, send a funny meme about Valentine's Day, or just text something simple like, "Hope you're having a good day." This keeps it light without creating awkwardness. Option 3. Ignore it and focus on yourself. If you're unsure about how they feel or you don't want to risk disappointment, there is nothing wrong with treating Valentine's Day like any other day. In fact, this is a great opportunity to prioritize yourself, plan a fun solo activity, spend time with friends, or indulge in some self-care. Valentine's Day doesn't have to revolve around someone else. Step 4. Manage your expectations. One of the biggest mistakes people make in situationships is assuming things without clear communication. If you don't discuss Valentine's Day but expect a romantic gesture, you might end up hurt. If they don't do anything, will you feel disappointed? If they suddenly post about someone else, will it sting? It's okay to hope for the best, but it's also important to be realistic. Expecting grand romantic gestures from someone who hasn't shown serious commitment before might not be fair to yourself. Step 5. Look for clarity moving forward. Valentine's Day can be a revealing moment in a situationship. Pay attention to their actions. If they step up and make you feel special, that's a positive sign. If they ignore the day completely or seem distant, that might indicate they don't see things progressing further. If they act like nothing happened and avoid any discussion, it might be time to evaluate if this situationship is serving you. Use this holiday as an opportunity to check in with yourself and decide if you want to continue or if it's time to move on. Being in a situationship on Valentine's Day doesn't have to be stressful. The key is to know what you want, communicate when necessary, and manage your expectations. Most importantly, don't let one day determine your worth or dictate your emotions. At the end of the day, whether they acknowledge it or not, the most important relationship you have is the one with yourself. So, no matter what happens, make sure you're treating yourself with the love, respect, and care you deserve. What are your thoughts on situationships and Valentine's Day? Have you ever been in this situation before? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Dating Labyrinth, and hit that bell icon for more dating and relationship insights. Until next time, I'm Laura, reminding you that love should never be confusing. And if it is, maybe it's time for some clarity.